human trafficking. What's that? Well, it's modern day slavery. And I had the reaction that many people do when they hear about it the first time, which is, that still goes on.
It's an issue that people just don't even really notice. Unless you really think about it, it wouldn't really cross your mind.
And there's like 20, 30 million people that are enslaved around the world.
I think it's very real. It's definitely happening here. And it's happening year round.
Well, human trafficking is individuals forced into either the sex trade, the drug trade, against their will.
Roanoke County Police, Montgomery County Police specifically have said, you know, it's happening here. We need to wake up.
In the past 6 months, we've had at least 4 women who have been forced into prostitution.
What we're seeing a lot of is really exploitation. One case with 2 individuals that were actually human trafficking was an actual human trafficking case. And then we had, I think it was 6 that were, the exploitation.
And the so-called worst forms of child labor, the activity is a lot harder to research.
It's oftentimes hard to pin down the exact number of cases. I guess there's much more comfort in, well, we could use kidnapping.
Many trafficking cases are linked to the sex trade.
I had a case that's been to trial. The subject was convicted. He was one of the nation's largest distributors of child pornography. He was actually, he had 2 child victims. One was 3, and one was, I think, 3 getting ready to be 4. And to see kids that kind of age, and any age, being subjected to that kind of torture, it's something that is very difficult to get over.
You know, they might not have chains around them, but, you know, they're basically owned.
It goes back to supply and demand. You know, when there is a demand, when there's a large demand, the supply has to go up.
Almost everybody's reaction to this that you talk to is like, how could this kind of thing happen? Why does this go on? And one of the reasons is that it's so profitable.
Trafficking research institutions like Polish Project have posited that trafficking increases significantly around interstate highways.
If you want to know if trafficking is happening in your area, ask the question, how close is the nearest interstate?
You know, it's just a very convenient route for them to utilize highways, roadways, major thoroughfares, because where most of the traffic is, so thus there is more of the business.
In Virginia, there currently are no legal provisions for victim rehabilitation.
If they're minors and they're declared what's I think technically called a child in need of services, where are the services?
Despite the growing problem in the area, students and community members are starting to get informed.
We have a platform to be able to say that modern day slavery is not okay, and that we're going to do something about it.
This isn't an attempt to be moralistic. This is an attempt to raise awareness about an injustice.
Awareness alone is going to do nothing, but without awareness, nothing will happen.
You know, I think people do have basic human rights. You know, one is not to be owned by someone.
We are supposed to go and stand up for people that can't speak on their own, that can't speak for themselves, that do not have a voice.
Anything is true, it's that we haven't even touched the tip of the iceberg, that we're still uncovering massive amounts of these underground networks. You know, they're meant to stay hidden.